This summer I took a short trip to Paris and, of course, visited some stationery stores while I was there. I went to 6 stores and will show you a little store tour for each of them, and then we'll have a look at what I bought there. I first headed to the Marais and a street which is known as Rue du Papier, because it used to have a lot more stationery stores than it does now. The first stop is Calligrane. This store has been here since 1988, and the focus on paper and luxurious handmade and artistic papers is evident in the beautiful display in the store. I had a look around, admiring all of the beautiful papers. For me, nothing came to mind on how I could use any of these, but if you are a paper lover and you love paper crafts and using maybe inks and paints on beautiful papers, I would highly recommend you stop by this store, or even just for a window shop like I did. Just a few doors along, we reach our second shop, which is Mélodies Graphiques. This store has been here since 1986, and there's actually 2 stores next to each other. However, the second store was closed for the summer. There is a lot of vintage and antique theming in the products that they sell here, so if this is your vibe, you have to visit. They have a lot of beautiful papers, notebooks, wrapping papers, cards, boxes, stamps. It's just a treasure trove for the paper lover. These piles of toile de Juillet papers at the back really caught my eye, and I did end up picking up one of them here. And here you can see the shop next door, which was closed for the summer. Continuing up this street through the Marais, it's just a beautiful area, and a lot of the shop fronts along here have retained that old style and haven't been upgraded to, big glass windows, so it all feels very intimate and very traditional and lovely. If you would like to follow the walk that I did through the Marais, I will have a map linked down below, available for my supporters on Ko-fi, and it will include all of the shops that I visited on this trip, as well as lots of other stationery and bookstores that I didn't manage to get to. Those will all be pinned on the map, so if you're planning a trip to Paris and you want to visit some stationery stores, you can use that map linked down below. My next stop was Papier Tigre, which has been operating since 2012, and this is a shop that has been all over Instagram. There's lots of beautiful displays here which are colour-coded and very aesthetically pleasing. Their style of stationery is a lot more fun, vibrant, colourful, modern, and sort of like pop arty, which is very visually appealing. They make lots of everyday stationery items, very cute and fun and practical. And their tiger mascot is absolutely adorable. From here, I kept on walking straight ahead and around the corner to an art supplies shop, which also has a lot of stationery and craft supplies. You cannot miss Rougier Plé with its bold striped front, and this is an art store over a few levels, and on the ground floor when you enter there's a lot of craft supplies and stationery with a lot of fun and bold designs. There are a lot of fun stickers in here, and also a big supply of washi tape. They have loads of notebooks and paper supplies. I did also head downstairs just to have a look at the art supplies down there. I find it really satisfying to look at art supplies even if I'm not going to use them, and the smells of a place like this is just incredible. They have lots of different paints and inks and sort of materials for building anything and everything, depending on what craft you like to enjoy. I'd already spent my morning walking around the Musée d'Orsay on this day, so I was absolutely exhausted by the time I reached this shop. So the next 2 shops I visited on another day. I visited IJII Papeterie, which is a Japanese stationery shop, and they're also a Traveller's Company partner shop. So if you're looking for Traveller's Notebook in Paris, this is the place to go. They have everything you would expect from a Japanese stationery store. There's lots of stickers, washi tapes, pens, as well as a full range of MD paper notebooks, as well as the Traveller's Notebook. The last store I visited was in the wonderful Passage Molière, and the store is called L'Écritoire. They've been operating since 1975, and their focus is on calligraphy, wax seals, inks, and notebooks. Lots of wonderful sort of stickers and ephemera, and it has more of a vintage feel as well. They mostly work with products from Europe, including France, Italy, Belgium, and Germany. It was really busy on the day that I visited, and it was so lovely to see lots of people coming in and inquiring about fountain pens and inks, and the passion for stationery is truly alive in Paris. I would really recommend checking out this store on your visit. So now that we've had a look at all of the stationery shops, I want to show you what I purchased while I was there. So first let's take a look at this long little parcel wrapped in brown paper. And there's a lovely little sticker there. This is something that I bought at Mélodies Graphiques and they wrapped it up really lovely. Of course, I would try and save every sticker. So I couldn't stop looking at these silk papers, as you would have seen in the video, and I just had to get some for myself. It's in this toile de jouy style, which you often see on fabrics, and I really loved this pink one. So it looks a little bit blurry, and that's because it's layers of the same pattern. So I'll take one apart just so I can show you properly. So you can see it's kind of a countryside scene with sort of sculptures and railings and urns and trees and just people in lovely dresses. And the same scene is repeated twice over each piece of paper. So sort of at the fold. So as I fold it over, you can see it again. Just grabbed a sheet of white paper because it might be easier to see under there. So that's probably a bit easier to see the pattern. And I just thought this was really beautiful paper, and I actually have a plan to use it to sort of make end papers for my travel journal, which I'm going to make another video about, and I'm going to use most of the stationery that I purchased in Paris in my Paris travel journal, so look out for that video coming very soon. So other uses that I think I will use this paper for is sort of wrapping presents, other sort of journaling and decorative projects, and there's a lot of it here, so it's going to take a while to use it all up. So I'm not going to be too precious about it and just use it wherever I feel I want to use it. So I'm really glad I picked this up. It's just so beautiful. Next, let's take a look at what I purchased at L'Écritoire. And they also have a really beautiful sticker to seal up my little purchase. So here I got two things. I don't use ink pens, but their range of inks just had the most beautiful labels on them. And I really loved this Black Cat Noir black ink. So it's a really tiny bottle. I think it was maybe €4. We will have seen the prices in the previous shots of the store. And you can see it's their own brand ink. So I bought it mostly just because I thought it was a very attractive little souvenir. But maybe one day I will dip into ink pens and I will have some ink ready to go. I also bought these little stickers, which I will take out. So they had some sheets with examples of all of the stickers, and there were many different colours, but I thought these ones, because they had the Tour Eiffel, Notre Dame and Paris with the metro, that these would be really lovely for my travel journaling and just for general decoration. So it's a pack of 12. And if I remember how much it costs, I will put it up on the screen. But I just thought that these were two nice little souvenirs and things that I would actually use for my travel journal with these stickers. Okay, next, let's take a look at IJII PAPETERIE. And this is a Traveller's Company partner shop. So I asked them if I could stamp my insert, which I'm going to use for my travel journal. It didn't turn out very well. I wish I could have been able to given the stamp to stamp myself, because I know what technique I like to use to get a clean stamp. So it's a little unfortunate, but I'm going to fill in the dates on the front. And then again, I said I'll fill in my travel journal and make a video about it, which will be coming to the channel soon. And the store is full of lots of Japanese stationery, of which you know I already have quite a lot. So because I'm going back to Japan in December again this year, I'm trying not to buy much stationery, especially not Japanese stationery, because I know it's so much cheaper in Japan. But I did pick up two little things while I was in this shop. The first thing is this sticker pack, which I thought was just too cute to pass up. And so these are all of the stickers included. And I feel like I'm on a theme here with the black cat. So let's take a closer look at the stickers. There's this cute little teapot. I love this drink with the cat marshmallow. It's adorable. There's a Victoria sponge. the black cat on a little chair, some cookies and a lamp, and this big one with the cat looking over the book, which is so sweet. And then I think the rest are just repeats of it. So these are really sweet, and actually in my hotel in Paris there was a hotel cat who was really cute. So I will use this little cat sticker in my travel journal as well. I also picked up this little memo pad because I really liked the travel theme. And again, I had planned to use these little bits of paper in my travel journal. So there's a few different designs. I'll have to do a little bit of Google Translate here, but the little characters are just so sweet, and I really love the different designs they have on this memo pad, so I can write sort of little bits and pieces from the days as I was traveling and put them together with photos from the trip, and I think it will make it look really, really lovely. So let's just flick through these. I love this little guy with the sunglasses, and the mouse with the camera, or was it a chinchilla, is so adorable. And then they are traveling about, being super adorable, and what's that, 4 different designs, which is really cute. And I'll also just use it as a memo pad going forward as well. And even though I'm not trying to buy a lot of Japanese stationery, it's nice to get little things like this because I can note down the brands and try and find them while I'm in Japan myself. Lastly, let's have a look at what I got at Papier Tigre, and it has the cute little tiger sticker on the bag as well. So as I said, I'm trying not to buy too much stationery, but I did get this MT masking tape collaboration with Papier Tigre because it's just so cute and I love pink. So let's take it out and I'll show you in full. So here it is close up. It's just really cute, and I can use it in travel journaling to make borders around pages or photos, and I just thought it was a little fun souvenir. And finally, I got this sticker sheet, just again because I thought it was really cute and I can use it in my travel journal. I really like this sort of traditionally French imagery of the little tiger. This one has its little tongue sticking out, so I can't wait to use this and just have a bit of fun when I'm doing my journaling. So thank you so much for joining me on this little journey through some of the stationery shops in Paris. I will have a map available on my Ko-fi page for my supporters with all of the shops I visited, as well as a list of shops that I didn't manage to get to, but I would like to in the future. So hopefully that will help with any planning if you are planning a trip to Paris. Let me know in the comments what you like most from my little haul, or if you saw anything in the video that you would like to purchase. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me reach more stationery lovers out there on the internet. So I look forward to seeing you on my next stationery adventure. Bye!